Hi, this is Dave Lorenzo with RainmakerLawyer.com, and today we're going to talk about how to do a referral, how to pass a referral to another attorney. Now, the way that I tell my clients that they should pass a referral to another attorney is very specific, and it's specific for three important reasons. Reason number one is because when you pass a referral in this way, it shows the client that you have him in the highest esteem, you hold him in the highest regard, and it shows him that he's really important to you. It also shows the attorney that you're referring him to that this client is important and that you want the client to be given very special consideration. The third thing it does is it teaches the other attorney how you would like to receive referrals, as well as how you give them. So when they see how you give the referral, they will give you referrals back in the same fashion. Okay, here's how we set it up. This is an in-person referral introduction. What you do when the client comes to you with a matter that you don't handle and you want to refer them out is you pick up the phone and you call the other attorney and you explain what the client's matter is. Once you explain the client's matter to the other attorney, you say to him, I'd like to schedule some time for the three of us to sit down and discuss it. I recommend you do this over either breakfast or lunch because the meal helps break the ice and it makes it seem less stuffy and less threatening. It's more non-threatening. So you schedule the lunch. You get there before your client, you meet the attorney for about 10 or 15 minutes ahead of time, you brief the attorney on what the client's background is with you and how this matter came to you. You thank him for giving consideration to your client, and you tell him that if any point during the time when you're together, the client starts getting into things that may be privileged information and you are not going to be a party to that, you'll excuse yourself. So the client shows up, you introduce the client to the attorney, you sit down, and you have a nice lunch. If, as I said, at any time there may be a third-party conflict issue, all you need to do is excuse yourself and you can leave and go about your business. Generally that doesn't happen, and generally you stay for the whole lunch and the two parties meet, and generally, I would say 90% of the time, the client winds up hiring that attorney, and it works out well for everyone because the attorney feels that you've done something very, very good for him. The attorney knows he has to give consideration to that client, special consideration because he's one of your clients and you took the time to bring him there. Everybody's happy. Now, let's say you can't get to meet the attorney. Let's say something legitimately happens and time is of the essence and you just can't make the schedule work. Here's what you do. It's called an email introduction. You write up a simple email with both your client's name and the attorney's name in the to line. And you then first address the attorney and you say, Mr. Smith is a great client of mine. He has a need in your area of expertise. I'd like to introduce him to you. Please see his contact information below and please handle him with the utmost care. Then you address the attorney again in the same email. Dear Attorney Jones. Then you address the client in the same email. Dear Mr. Smith, Attorney Jones is a fantastic attorney in such and such an area. I highly recommend him to handle your matter. Please let me know how I may facilitate a meeting. Regards, and you sign your name. You attach to that contact information for both parties, just to make sure they both have it. Now, you should have, ahead of time, called the attorney to make sure he actually handles these matters, and he's interested in talking with Mr. Smith, with the client. Once you do all that, both parties will generally make the contact, and if they don't have time to do it now, like if the client doesn't have time to do it now, you can be sure that the other attorney is welcome to follow up, and he should follow up to make sure that the time is made to have that meeting. Those are the two ways I advocate doing introductions. If you do introductions in this fashion, you will find people will start doing introductions for you in the same way, and you'll close a lot more business. My name is Dave Lorenzo, and if you'd like more great law firm marketing tips just like these, you can find me at RainmakerLawyer.com. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.